Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers going to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On on 2nd and 7. Mahomes is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Mahomes now on first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers now on first down.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers
completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And some room to work. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Four yards remain for second down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well. To Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis.
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
KC's offense ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down, Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes finding Kelsey once again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here's Jones again on second down. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw once more.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a big forced incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a second down and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here again is McCannon. Room here to run.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd and 8 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Rodgers again now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Rodgers now to throw.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
A 24-yard touchdown.
and the Packers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD, and well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain an 18-point lead. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle. It's complete.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the